Why would the Presidium and what many people would say the pro-Mugabe faction come up with such a resolution when clearly there is vociferous criticism of the Zimbabwean regime currently, of the economic situation, and there have even been calls internationally for the Zimbabwean government, the ruling party, to consider an exit strategy for Mr. Mugabe? When there's so much pressure, why would they be so bold?
As I already indicated, clearly there are many issues that come into play in this regard. One is that Mugabe has his own preferred choice for his succession, which is Joyce Mujuru. But apparently Mnangagwa, one of the contenders, has come out strong, and apparently he appears like he cannot be blocked in his aspirations. As such, there's need to probably look at a strategy that would probably pull him to the sidelines and get Mugabe's preferred choice in place. And that means buying time. So as such, Mugabe will rather remain in the helm while he tries to sort his house and put it in order to his preferred values and variances.
So essentially this is about containing emergent political rivals within ZANU-PF?
Definitely.
What about the Zimbabwean opposition? They're calling for mass action, but observers say the Zimbabwean opposition is not united. They don't speak in concert. The MDC is fractured. The civic groups don't seem to be able to organize themselves properly in the face of repression. So if there was to be public opposition to this, it wouldn't really have an effect.
I think the world should understand that Zimbabwe's problems do not lie in ZANU-PF and the MDC, but the resolution of the Zimbabwean crisis lies with the ruling party, the MDC, the civil society, the people on the ground, and most of all, the African region. So to look at Mugabe and the MDC and confine Zimbabwe's politics and crisis into that is a bit informed. There are already initiatives on the ground like the Save Zimbabwe campaign, which is bringing together all progressive civil society organizations and trying to get them to focus on one objective of advocating for democratic governance. And the MDC is part of that, not that it's in the leadership, but it also supports that kind of initiative. So Zimbabweans are doing something for themselves, and it's now up to the region and the world over to also assist in trying to support such initiatives on the ground. But are Zimbabweans
really doing something for themselves? South Africans often express dismay at what they seem to think is despondency on the part of the Zimbabwean public, wanting the rest of the world to do something in the form of sanctions, lobbying at the UN level. But there isn't the sense that the Zimbabwean public are prepared to stand on the firing line and die for their cause, to put it so crudely.
I think this is part of the fact that we do not have free media in Zimbabwe. The world doesn't have a true record of what's happening in the country. We have media laws that have literally barred